right, couple commits over the past week. I was aware of the linebacker that came in and posted a video on his profile and rankings, but we had another commit come in here in just the last 24 to 48 hours.
Yeah, absolutely. So Oklahoma got the commitment out of a four-star wide receiver, Jaquaize Pettaway. Really, really good get. Probably, I think right now, as it stands, Mark, probably the second best in terms of ranking and the composite rank that Oklahoma has in the class. Number 8 wide receiver overall, top 47 in terms of the 247 composite. A really from the people that I've talked to. This was a guy that was really kind of between Oklahoma and Texas for the last few months. Oklahoma liked where they were with him as even as early as April, and then it continued to progress. Oklahoma cooled off of a couple of different other wide receivers, but Pettaway was always still in the mix for Oklahoma, and so eventually to that point, Oklahoma got that commitment on yesterday, I believe it was. So what Oklahoma's getting in Pettaway is incredible speed. I think that's the underlying factor. He's drawn some comparisons to Mario Williams in terms of what his high school tape looks like compared to what he would project to at the next level. A guy that's a game changer certainly is a guy that's good enough, certainly to play immediately next year. Obviously, we don't know what's going to happen within the existing team in terms of the wide receivers that Oklahoma has right now, but certainly a guy that could factor into the return game. But a guy that will get a look, will get some time, should get some run next year as a true freshman.
Yeah, we talked three-star fatigue a couple of weeks ago. This guy certainly will not add to that. He could be the remedy, at least at the wide receiver position. Of course, you look at the numbers there, according to the 247 Sports Composite, a top 50 national recruit. Mm-hmm. There are not many of those guys, 50 of them each and every year. And the 247 specific ranking was actually higher than that at number 4 at the wide receiver position. In terms of his production in high school last year, caught 43 passes in 8 games played. So I don't know if his season was compromised by injury or COVID or what happened there, but 8 games played, 43 catches, over 17 yards per reception, 7 touchdowns. He caught 55 for over 1,000 yards a year before as a sophomore. And so highly productive wide receiver there in Texas high school football with almost 100 catches in his career, 14 touchdowns.
Yeah, Mark, he's a kid that it's really hard for players really kind of outside of the quarterback position and probably the defensive line position to move up. But this is a high 4-star kid, could potentially get up to that 5th star, at some point in the season. But as I mentioned, those players don't typically move a ton. So, but again, I think a lot of people that have been concerned, we talked about this numerous times, through this every week, just to be patient, because July is going to be a really good month for Oklahoma recruiting wise. We've seen Hayes Fawcett even come out and talk about the recruiting kind of going up and being a really big month for Oklahoma. And there's a lot of guys that are still going to announce their commitments here within the month of July, and I think overall that will be certainly continue to be a positive trend for Oklahoma recruiting into that 2023 cycle.